Welcome back, guys, to Trails Through Daybreak 2, our last episode. After speaking to Swin and Nadia at the end of their school days and Agnes, who wondered who Van would walk around with at the festival, we headed out to Aramis Academy to take part in the festivities, starting a sweep with Elaine at our side with the front of the school. Now, having headed out back, we have so many people to chat with. Wow, look how full this place is. Oh my god. Don't tell me like most of people in Edith are here. I mean, that makes sense, but this is a bit much.
Welcome to the mini market.
It's a lot of stalls.
Thank you for
Seems
coming
like the
to
bazaar has
first
been
day
a
of the
pretty big
Aramis
success.
Academy Festival.
Yeah, and we owe it all to you, Elia. Yeah, I didn't do much. I just gave you a general
This
blueprint and taught you some
festival is
basic
an
etiquette.
annual tradition that
You're the
preserves
ones who
principles
added all
that
the bells and
Aramis,
whistles.
the
You should give
founder
yourselves a
of
pat
our
on the
academy,
back.
firmly
Like, seriously, I
believed
bet
in.
even the people from Farbad would be impressed. You think so?
Our
I'm
entire
flattered.
student body has put their all into creating this
It was a
year's
pain getting
activities.
all of this stuff
So
ready, but
please
the overwhelmingly
enjoy.
positive response made it all worth it. Alia's advice really came in clutch. This year's first-year students, which is to say the new second years, are both ambitious and driven. I suppose that means we third years will have to work that much harder, otherwise they'll leave us in the dust.
Welcome to the mini market.
What are you selling? Goldion garb. Silvery dresses? They got lack of evasion, though. I mean, loads of A-res, though. Let me know. Grey leg guards. Higher evasion. Shining heels are actually better. Good A-res. Good evasion. Wait a second. Why can't I equip Anya's right now? I'm guessing I can switch between them, then. So that way the game doesn't count it as us just going around with one person and one person only. It's taking both options as the canon option.
Tournament is being held in a
Thanks a
classroom in the
bunch.
left wing on the first floor.
A left-wing card tournament of the school.
Do you have what it takes to oust our resident game master?
Probably-
Then I invite you to come by
probably
and try
not.
your luck.
It's 7 hearts, isn't it? That's like a game of luck. Because Vanish Masters I'm just super skilled at, you know? I've gone to the wrong section here. Also, the fact that we've got 16 activity points, sure, but we've got 7 connection events. 7?
What's next?
Oh, I've got some gem cards. Since when? Oh, look, I couldn't give them earlier.
Wonder what this'll go for. Just kidding.
I've got even more.
Thanks a bunch.
Gem
You
card
sure?
with Swin.
Okay.
Only a single one of them. And Azure Parfum.
Thank you very much.
Blue for blue. So we've got 7 connect events and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 events to see. So we're missing 5. But Yume's a bicycle. Yume's got a bicycle. We got Shizuna as well. Wants to meet me deep in the memorial park. Oh. Ren. We got Rene. We just got everyone. Elaine's having an affair. The substitutes challenge. This is 2 for 1, so I should probably do that one, definitely. Grimcat in peril. Katra's secret. Apparently remembers something he needed to do, but he seemed pretty skittish about it in his room. Lost adolescence for Rosette. That's very true, considering she's essentially just a brain in a body, and she didn't get to experience all that at this point in time. Yeah. It's really weird to think about what is actually Rosette and what's like her metal robotic shell. Just don't think of it that way. Think of her as a person, but like the circumstances at that time why she missed it makes you think of that. Or at least did make me. A bother of a father for Aaron. Remember that some guy's been asking around about Aaron recently? What? A warrior's rite of passage for Ferry. And a special place with Agnes. To Trion Tower. I guess we should game this based on who's X amount through these or something. I don't know. Yoda started Sunday school at Edith Cathedral this spring. He has to pass Aramis on his way every day, so he's been able to see all the setting up the students have done. I was finally able to get someone to cover for me at work today, so I figured why not come? I'm sure we'll have plenty of fun. Wow, they've got shops inside the school! Looks like you're right. This is pretty impressive, actually. Hey, why don't we buy some souvenirs for Paprika and all your Sunday school friends? Good idea, Mummy. You know, I think some of my teachers said they'd be here too. Maybe we'll run into them.
Volunteers from the sports
Is that so?
clubs have
Well,
set
I
up
guess
some
I'll just
food
have to thank
stalls in
them for looking
courtyard,
after you all the
as well
time.
as a one-on-one basketball game.
Mummy brought me to the school festival. She said it was really
any
dangerous
daring
before, but she decided
challengers
I'd be
out there,
okay
we've
as
got
long as I was with
prizes that
her.
are up for grabs. Why not give it
I
a try?
love spending time with Mummy. Good kid, that one. Oh, date time. See, she's allowed to go around with a younger man. Sorry to ask you so last minute, especially during the school festival. Not at all. I'm sorry you ended up having to accompany me on my rounds. It's just, this is the only thing I have to wear at the moment. Oh, don't worry about it. Honestly, it's kind of nice seeing you like this. You really mean it? Well then, what are we waiting for? What? This leads underground, right? Yes, it's difficult to believe my alma mater contained a secret passage like this, and I never knew. And what was underneath the secret passage? How did the person know about the secret passage? Because they were one of the people. However, the CID sealed its entrance in wake of the incident with the garden
Volunteers
master.
from the sports clubs have
It went
set up
overlooked
some
all
food
this time
stalls in
because
the
of the
courtyard,
multi-tiered
as well as a
mechanism needed to
one-on-one
access it.
basketball game.
Wish I'd have known about the place while I was still a student here. Would have made cutting class a lot easier.
To any daring
You really think I'd
challengers
allow
out there,
that?
we've got prizes
I
that
see
are
you're
up
still
for
as strict as
grabs.
ever,
Why
Madam
not give
Vice
it a try?
President. It's been sealed off. That's a big... No, sorry, Agnes. Don't witness what's going on here. Seriously, can you at least try and smile? You're going to scare the visitors away. Hey, take it up with Edith. I didn't ask to be born with this face. Okay, settle down, you two. No fighting. Curtis, I agree that it's important to greet our guests with a smile. However, don't you think it's important that we be genuine with them too? I guess so. You're right, Agnes. And Kisara, I know I told you to take your role seriously, but you don't have to be so uptight. It's okay to relax. Oh, okay. Nice job reining in the new kids, Chief. Well, I was in their shoes last year, so I understand how they feel. Being on the managing end this year has actually been somewhat of an adjustment for me. Honestly, I feel slightly out of my element.
Thank you for coming to the first day of
Could have
the
fooled me.
Aramis
I think you're doing a
Academy
bang-up job. Thank you, Van. I know my student council and class
This
workload is
festival
only going to
is
go
an
up now that I'm a
annual
second
tradition
year.
that preserves the
But that
principles
just means I'll have to
Aramis,
work that much
the
harder,
founder of our
both for
academy,
school and at my
firmly
part-time
believed
job.
in.
That way I can keep holding my head up high. Someone's fired up. Well, I'll be counting on you.
Our entire student body
She's
has
just
put
as
their
dependable
all
as
into
ever.
creating this year's activities, so please enjoy.
When I grow up, I'm going to go to Aramis. I want to be just like these two nice students. So this is the new student everyone's been talking about. I was hoping I'd get the chance to meet her. The one who doesn't know about font choice. I've been running into Curtis a lot since we both live in Old Town. But we're not exactly friends. In fact, I'd say we're pretty much the opposite of that. We're always butting heads over this and that. Glad Agnes was here to defuse the situation in this case. Seriously, she broke it up like it was no big deal. It's weird, I was nearly ready to blow a fuse a minute ago, but now I'm perfectly calm. Here I was thinking Agnes was just some timid girl. Well, she sure proved me wrong. She could kick your ass, sit like all over the place.
A card battle tournament is being
What am I
held in a
doing?
classroom
Suddenly
in the left
wail.
wing on the first floor.
One of my duties here is to check in on the new students while I make my rounds. I'm a little worried about
You
these
have
two, to
what
be
it
honest.
takes
The
to
argument
oust
could have
our
blown out of
resident game
control if
master?
I wasn't here.
Then I invite you to
I'll just
come
have to keep an
by
eye on
and
them,
try
whether
your
it's at
luck.
school or back in Old Town. This just in, Marielle's reporting. A whale landed on Aramis Academy. Well summoned, thousands dead. The smell is intolerable. Oh, hello, Van. Swin came by to offer his help just now. I was just in the middle of handing off some of the student council's work to him. Oh, I see. I take it you're having him fill in as a stage manager. That's right. There were still a few preparations to complete for the special performance, so I figured I might as well help out while I'm here. We're doing a final round of prop and costume checks at the moment. It's nice to see you also invested. I think I'm even more excited for the performance than I was before. I think you'll like it. It's going to be pretty impressive. I'll make sure it meets your standards. I hope you'll come to see us perform
Volunteers from the
tonight, Mr.
sports clubs
Arkride.
have set up some food stalls
Thanks for your
in the
advice, we were able to
courtyard,
make
as well as
all
a
sorts of
one-on-one
improvements.
basketball game.
Don't worry, I'll be there. In fact, I'm even looking forward to it. Just make sure you guys take time to enjoy the festivities yourselves, alright? It'd be a waste of your youth to work the whole festival. Something tells me you're speaking from experience. Anyway, there's no need for concern, Van. I've already made plans to take some pictures of myself experiencing the festival once my break starts. My friends and family back home keep insisting on seeing pictures of me enjoying myself. And I plan on spending some time with Nadia and some other students later. You should try and enjoy yourself too, Van. Make sure you don't have any regrets this time around. Yeah, just worry about yourself for now, alright? Now that I think about it, I'm sure Lyle must be working hard as well. Maybe I should buy him something to express my appreciation. I've got a pamphlet showing the full list of stage performances. There's quite a few acts before tonight's big show. Looks like Mishy's going to be next on stage.
A card battle tournament is
if Lapis were here, she would have been first in line. She probably would have emptied the supply of all the food stalls too.
Do you have what
Squid and Nadia have gotten much more comfortable around here compared to when they first transferred in, which makes it all the more disappointing that they're going to be leaving soon. Hopefully they'll remember this time fondly later down the road. Hopefully they will, Ren. Hopefully you will too. It's really nice that Ren's been able to have this kid time. I don't know if you could call it that, really. Hello guys, I'm Van here, and I'm gonna be dancing next to Jess here, so sit back, relax, I'm gonna make a fool of myself. These feelings, they are trapped in my heart. When I scream, I just fall apart. These feelings, they are only for me. I heard a pro singer was gonna be here, but I had no idea it'd be him.
Battle tournament is being
That's Jess, right? The famous singer-songwriter? You and your crew have told me about him before. I can see why he's so popular. He has a very nice voice. I know. Seems this year's festival is going to be something special.
Then I invite you to come by and try your luck.
I love mortifying the chat. It's a good experience. Invading your ears with hell. On purpose. I'm much a better singer, honest. What a lovely melody. I wonder, could he be a professional musician? I know I am. Not sure, but I know I saw this guy performing at the concert hall in Riverside up until last year. I think he might have lived in Old Town at some point. Oh yeah, I just remembered something. One of the guys I used to hang with was a pretty big fan of Jess's music. He said his songs moved him to tears. It's not every day you hear a delinquent be open about something like that. Is that so? Yes, that does sound rather unusual. I'm happy I asked you to take me along to the school festival, Eddie. You come from a world entirely unbeknownst to me, and I very much appreciate you sharing your knowledge about it.
Set up some food stalls
Oh, it's no big deal. I'm just happy that you're here with me. Honestly, I'm surprised that someone of your standing would even want to associate with a guy like me, much less be friends.
Daring challengers out there, we've got prizes.
Don't be ridiculous. It's true that the circumstances in which we met were a little less than ideal, but I'm very grateful I got to know you. Here's to a long and prosperous friendship. Yeah, right back at you. You are bringing sonic terrors into our world for a laugh. Yes. I do like the comment, poor Becca, at least I can mute it. Remember the days when we'd actually get like a tune being played to the things that were being written, you know, Olivier. No, I didn't even have that to go on, so I just randomly go off tune on purpose. For definite. Both my father and Rumsound have come around on Eddie. It's strange to think that, had I never asked him to stage that kidnapping, we may never have met. I'm proud that Eddie and I have become such good friends. Unlike Desire is long gone now. It's all in the past.
Thank you for coming to the
Haven't
first
seen those
day
guys
of
who were
Aramis
hunting the old
Academy
members around
Festival.
either. I think I can finally move past all that and stay on the straight and narrow from now on.
This festival is an annual tradition that preserves the principles that Aramis,
Can't remember the last time I saw
founder of
Jess
our
perform
academy,
live.
firmly believed
This
in.
hits me right in the feels. Carol, why are you crying?
Our entire student
Because
body
Jess has
put their
got it
all
even
into creating
better.
this year's activities.
And it's been 4 months since we saw him, so I just couldn't hold it in, I guess. For real, you do remember him meeting up with him after he's done, right? You sure you're gonna be up for it? Yeah, I'll be fine. Just gotta empty the tear tank first, then I'll be good. Ah, she's always like this. Though I guess that's part of what makes her cute. No! I'm not exactly bawling my eyes out like Carol here, but I get how she feels. To us, Jess will always be an irreplaceable friend. Oh, chest shines even brighter than before. I already got his big breaking crossbow, but he's still got the same lilt to his voice when he sings. I still think I misconstrued that relationship, maybe. But, you know, still, no. Just no. No relationships can happen here. Hey, Lashka, what's up? 2 on 2?
Thank you for coming to the first day of the Aramis Academy Festival.
Thanks for always looking out for me, Kana. I'd like to get you
This
something nice with the money I got from my
annual
part-time
tradition
job.
that preserves
Oh, that's
the
so sweet,
principles that
Lashka.
Aramis,
Thank you.
the founder
I'll
of
be
our
happy with
academy,
anything you give me.
firmly
Just tell me what it
believed in.
is and I'll buy it. Okay, then wait. No, that defeats the whole point of a thank you gift.
Our entire
It's fine.
student
I want to
body
do it.
has put
Besides,
their
it's the
all
thought
into
that counts,
creating
right?
this year's activities. So please enjoy.
Oh, I just can't win with Kana. I've never been to a school festival before. I bet I would have liked going with Annie and everyone else. No, stop that train of thought right there, Lashka. I told myself I'm going to have fun today. Otherwise, I just make them all worry up there. Yes. Oh yeah, I think Sylvie and Rebecca are here at the festival too. I should go find them and say hello later. Right, well, we're doing Major Sweep. It looks like we're coming up on an events bit that we have to do for moving on. But I just realized while I was talking then that I should probably start pacing out all of these Connect events. So let's do some of the ones that we're obviously going to do because of the people that are part of them. Like Yume's Bicycle, maybe. And I think the most obvious one to do is probably like, you know, this one and... It's Ren. How can I not do Ren's one this time? I feel like I must have missed Ren's ones before. Ren's also quite far behind on the bonding side, so we should probably decide certain stuff based on that. But these are all our, like, major accompaniments, apart from Yume. So I don't know if Yume is going to get, like, another gift or anything, but it might probably be good to, like, get the 50 points here as well. Let's go with Ren. The Student Council President's Office. Seems Ren's been working non-stop to keep the festival running. All part of the job, I guess. But considering she's asking for a favor for once, I should probably lend her a hand. Is that what she was mentioning earlier? Van parted ways with his companion and went off on his own. Bye, Elaine. In order to take care of a certain request. And that's what led to the bicycle parking incident. We've since changed the way we're directing traffic, so I don't expect this to be an issue going forward. I feel like bicycle is the word of the day at this point. Well, I'm glad to hear this matter came to a swift resolution, which was no doubt owed to your prompt response, I'm sure. Thank you for the report. Keep up the good work as always. Of course. Oh, and one last thing. I know you're in charge of the festival and all, but I hope you'll give yourself a break soon. It's long overdue. Hello, Ren Bright speaking. Oh my, a direct inquiry from the Institute? Is that in regards to the dissertation I published recently? So they would like me to give a lecture on the design theories behind network traffic for long-distance communication. I understand. I'll check my schedule and get back with you as soon as I can. Have a lovely day. Phew, no rest for the weary Student Council President, I suppose. No, I shouldn't complain. I'm not the only one who's busy after all. Well then, I think I'll take advantage of this brief respite to chip away at my paperwork. That's a lot. I'll start with the club applications and the paperwork submitted for the new school year. Could you do this the day after the school festival or something? You know, seems like you don't have to do it right now. Oh, come in. I wonder if it's Odette this time. Hey there, sorry to interrupt. You look as busy as ever, Mrs. President. Good afternoon, Van. This is an unexpected surprise, but not an unwelcome one. To what do I owe this visit? Has something happened? If there's a problem, I'll make sure it's taken care of right away. Actually, I just came to ask one simple question. Want to come on a little date with me? My, Van Arkride, I never took you for a casual flirt. I wonder how Agnes and Elaine would react if I spilled the tea on this little move you're making. Huh? Why are you bringing them up? Anyway, it looks like... I'm a protagonist, and therefore I am dense, and this will never change. Anyway, it looks like you've wrapped up all the work you need to do for now. You can spare the time, I'm sure. But if you want to play the stubborn card, I'll just have to drag you out of this office by force. Well, you aren't leaving me much choice in the matter. Not that I'm objecting, of course. Absconding with you might make for a pleasant change of pace. Would you care to escort me? Of course. Van led Ren out the rear exit, and the two of them headed out into town in his pickup truck. At the bookstore. Ah, so they have new sightseeing guides for LaBelle and Crossbell, do they? There's even one for the Empire. Can't imagine I'll be heading out that way anytime soon, but I'd like to someday. Bet there are loads of great desserts you can only find over on the west half of the continent. Well, if you do decide to go out that way, I wouldn't mind showing you around. I could take you on a tour of all the major cities, and I can help you find the places that are off the map. I know all the best restaurants. Careful, I might take you up on that offer. Oh, I never really had you pegged as the type who'd like fishing. Oh yeah, I think you once told me that your older sister was pretty into it. She's a bracer, yeah? That's right, she taught me how to fish before I moved to Calvard. I only do it on occasion, but it's a nice way to pass the time. She and her partner are traveling all over Zemuria in their effort to achieve A-rank status. She sends me pictures of fish she catches sometimes. Although I do wish she'd spare me the details of their little lovers' spats. Yeah, sounds like the two of you are pretty tight. Oh, you're still not A-rank! Holy shit, it's that limited edition cake everyone's been hyped up about. Every time I poke my head in here, it's always sold out. It was even featured in a magazine special on Heavenly Confections. It certainly looks delicious. It would probably go well with a refreshing cup of tea. Want to give it a try? I know you're only asking because you want to try it for yourself, but very well. We can have some. Hell yeah! Eventually, the pair made their way to the Grand Circuit. After partaking in a leisurely stroll around the racetrack, they did some window shopping and dropped by the beer garden. For their final stop, they decided to ride the Ferris wheel. What the hell? This is an actual date! Elaine and Agnes seething. Whales ready. Phew, we sure packed a lot in one day, huh? Indeed, you have my gratitude, Van. This was exactly the sort of break I needed. Although I can't help but feel this supposed date is missing something. A touch of romance, perhaps? Hey, cut me some slack. I'm already in enough trouble as is for running off with a high school girl. What a pity. Alright, I think it's about time you came clean. About the reason you took me on this date. I mean, it was almost as though you could tell I was in low spirits. I know you did all this from a place of genuine concern, but the timing was just a little too perfect, even for you. Tell me, did Estelle, Joshua, and Tita send you a 4 SPG through the guild? Oh, my guess is yes. They were unable to fulfill their promise of coming to today's festival, so this must be their way of making up for that. Well, guess the cat's out of the bag. I already told them they didn't need to come. I didn't want them to feel guilty. They have their hands full with their work at the guild and the ZCF, so I fully understood why they couldn't make the time. I know they were looking forward to it, that it was out of their hands. I tried to reassure them I was fine, but... No, I suppose they could tell that deep down I miss them. They really are such kind, lovely people. That's why I miss them so. Yeah, that much is clear as day. I mean, they're the ones who found you when you were still wandering around on your own as Kitty. You've all got a special bond. Indeed we do. They're my pride and joy. Thank you, Van. This really was a nice surprise. Maybe one day I can return the favor to them. It's ironic that the former Kitty could only barely scratch the surface. You didn't think the surprise was over already, did you? Huh? A new holo system? What is... Good morning, Red. You have grown, partner. Huh? Okay, you actually are going to have to give me a second here. That got me really good. Oh no. Are you? Is it really you? No, don't say that. Cry for me. Give me woe. It's not true. It's not true. It's not true. Ren. He sustained critical damage to his logic unit. There's no backup system for Gordius class archaisms. It'll be alright. We'll fix you. We'll... Goodbye. First recorded reactivation since 1204. It is good to see you again, Ren. Padamata. Did we surprise you? Sorry we couldn't make it to the festival, Ren. I know it doesn't really make up for it, but we've had this gift in the works for a super long time. Now that you're coming up on graduation, and since you're soon to be turning 18, we wanted to do something special to commemorate the occasion. It took a lot of people to make it happen, and we now owe favors to people the world over. But it was all worth it, because we were able to bring back someone who meant the world to you. How's that for a surprise? We hope you like it. Estelle, Joshua, and even Tina. No, I'm sure you weren't the only ones who did this. That's right, your family and friends weren't my only clients. Golden Butterfly and the Direwolf were also in on this. Oh, and an unnamed fortune teller and a phantom thief pitched in too. The request was signed by the whole lot of them. Even Jerk, wherever he is, put his name down. It's the same Gordius class archaism that was destroyed during Crosbell's first bid for independence 5 years ago. They've been working on restoring it in secret, and they asked me to deliver it to you. Now I can support you once more. It is good to be home, Ren. Yeah, it's just cry central now. Welcome home. Welcome home, Padamata. Peter Mater. It looks like my work here is done. Estelle, Joshua, Tita, everyone, I hope you realize just how unfair this is. Yes, it is. You kept all this for me and even roped Joe and Luciola into it. Your best friend's the one who got the ball rolling. She took an interest in holocores while researching the Zypher Standard. Then when the idea popped into her head, she and your family set to work on it. They had to get in contact with Ouroboros and Jurg so that she could restore Padamata as a holocore. And turns out, news travels fast in the society. Once the word hit, it spread like wildfire. They all gathered the data from when Padamata was destroyed along with any scrap of archive info from the 13 factories. Using that as a base, they were able to assemble a logic unit that was as close to the original as you could get. Then they recreated it. Having said that, it's still just a prototype. They'll be making some improvements in the future. They got past all kinds of organizational and international barriers to make this happen. It's a miracle in the truest sense of the word. This is all thanks to the connections you made along the way. They all came together and made it a reality. You're right. And don't forget that you played a part in all this too, Van. You speak as though you had next to no involvement, but that simply isn't true. After all, you're the one who lives in that space between the light and dark, allowing you to be connected to and trusted by those of both sides. I mean, I guess. Anyway, hopefully this helped you realize just how many people you have in your corner. Yes, I feel like this experience has really driven that point home for me. You've really outdone yourself this time, Van. Nah, all I did was handle one little request. But I will say, just because you can do anything doesn't mean you should try to do everything. If you need help, I'm just a phone call away. You can always shoot me a 4 SPG whenever you'd like. I'll do whatever I can for you. Oh, you really are impossible. You just won't play fair, will you? I feel like I'll never be able to repay you, all you've done for me. No, one day I'll find a way. God, that's got me on tilt now. After that, Van and Ren got off the Ferris wheel and made their way back to Aramis Academy, enjoying the drive along the way.
Thank you for bringing Potter Mater back to me. I do hope you realize I will not stand to let this debt go unpaid. Prepare yourself, because one day I will show you just how grateful I really am.
A debt to everyone. Blue in hell. And that's like, you could miss this, as people have said in the chat. It's not often. It's quite rare that I have to stop and have a little bit of a cry while doing Let's Plays, but that instantly got me. I could not talk anymore. I could not talk. Emotional damage to a bunch of grown-ups over a dead robot. Yep. Instantly hit. Padamata is obtained. Well, that was a thing. Did not expect, but was perfect.
Looking to adjust your orbments?
Yes, I'm looking to adjust my orbments. Can't have Frau on, even if it gives good arts power, when Padamata is available. So that gives, instead of arts power plus 100, it gives magical damage plus 24%, physical damage plus 24%. Greatly enhances both offensive and defensive abilities. Critical rate plus 40%, and defense ADF plus 36%. Seems more like actually more of a physical quartz, to be fair, than anything else, but still. That's when boosted, of course. I mean, I can't not have it on, and this is at its level 1.
Potter Motter, ready to assist.
That's Padamata's voice, is it? Okay. That's interesting that it actually has a Padamata voice on the holocore. But it had the but then, of course, I wouldn't have recognized Padamata having a voice versus the It doesn't matter about the stats. Padamata has to go on. Right, let's continue the sweep over to the basketball court. There's 2-on-2 basketball supposedly taking place.
On the first floor.
What are these two doing in the corner of the school? You're too young for that. Get out.
Do you have what it takes to oust
Hey,
our
so it's
resident
kids from
game
Old Town.
master?
They on a date or
Then I
something?
invite
No, it
you
doesn't
to
look
come
like it.
by and try
Are you
your
still
luck.
upset with Mr. Hawker? How could I not be? He obviously just sees me as baggage. Dad's always gone on some business trip or whatever. I bet he doesn't even want to come home. He'd be way happier if he got reassigned, and he wouldn't have to put up with me. Harry, you really are spoiled, aren't you? Huh? If you've got time to whine and moan, why don't you just go tell him how you feel? Quit acting tough and just say you want to see him more because you're lonely. I'm not lonely. Quit talking nonsense, you nitwit. You're the nitwit here. Anyone with eyes can tell you're blowing smoke. I know deep down you really, really love your dad. But you started thinking back to that time when he was buried in work and when you felt like your mum threw you away. I don't know what you're talking about. Just go and make up with him already. And I'm not taking no for an answer, mister. Fine, whatever. Thanks, Sheena. You're very welcome.
Volunteers from the
I don't know
sports
much
clubs
about their
have set up some
circumstances,
food
but it
stalls
sounds
in the
like he and his father
courtyard,
will be able to make
as well as a
up.
one-on-one basketball game.
Yeah, I'm glad. This is a festival, so I want him and everyone else to be enjoying themselves, not moping
to
about.
any daring challengers out there, we've got prizes.
Phew,
tonight for
I'm glad
grabs.
Harry's feeling better
Why
now.
not give it a try?
He was so down in the dumps, even I was getting depressed. Maybe I was a little too harsh with him, but the school festival only comes around once a year. I want us both to enjoy it. Man, you didn't hear all that, did you? Nope, no idea what you're talking about. It's just you kids here, correct? If you need anything, just let me or any of the students here know, okay? Yeah, we know. I guess I'd better go apologize to Dad, huh?